turn away, leave Srpska Lista to sync together with Alexander Vučić and choose some normal people. Vučić is now using every force he have in his hand in order to stop protests, to stop and to plant a fear among citizens that we will have a huge demonstration from the September. From the beginning, Vučić rules with the force and with the blackmails. Everything now in the ruling party is collapsing. Vučić is a liar. We don't want to live in the Vučić way. And now they are there to protect his rule because of the money. Others receive the money on the hand for every day that they are on the street. Serbs on Kosovo must know that if they choose Serbian List, they will be abandoned from Serbia. There will be no connection with the new government. There will be no connection with the future politics of Serbia. If they choose Srpska Lista, they choose criminals, they choose corrupted people, they choose Vučić puppets, and we from the Belgrade will not tolerate that. If they choose to hang out with the criminals, then they are same as they. So my message to them, turn away, leave Srpska Lista to sync together with Alexander Vučić and choose some normal people who wants normal relations with Kosovo and normal relations with Belgrade. The situation is exactly what I expected it to be, because the regime actually is already felt. So the regime does not control Serbia anymore, and regime tries to regain control over the state and over the citizen. And because of that, Vučić is now using every force he have in his hand in order to stop protests, to stop and to plant a fear among citizens, so that citizens, because of fear, will stop protesting. But that will not happen. He knows that everything will escalate, that we will have a huge demonstration from the September, when people came back and they leave children to school. From that point, we will have the huge protest and big escalation and collision with the force of the Vučić. Vučić knows that, and he's trying now to prevent that by planting the fear among the citizens. If we see Andrej Vučić on the street, that means that the regime is in the big trouble. And now he sent the biggest faces of regime onto the street in order to keep their loyalists in discipline. Because from the beginning, Vučić rules with the force and with the blackmails. This is how he managed to gather thousands of members of his party, because people were frightened, people were under the force, people were blackmailed, and in that situation, from the moment when somebody else show the bigger force, the system of Vučić is in collapse. And now everybody who was forced to be the member of his party, now they see the bigger force, and that is the people of Serbia. They are bigger force, and because of that, everything now in the ruling party is collapsing. So in that situation, Vučić sends his most favorable people and the most important people, like his brother, who is actually his deputy, de facto deputy, and he sent him to street to try to regain discipline among their loyalists. But now nobody wants to be the part of the ruling party. Nobody wants to support them. Nobody wants to go on the street to fight for them. Instead, Vučić is forced to pay hooligans, criminals, and some terrorists also in some effort to show that he have some support. There is no support for Vučić. There is only paid hooligans, criminals, and terrorists. First, what I learned decades ago is that I don't trust a liar. So when you see the liar something saying, you don't trust him. So Vučić is a liar, and every normal person should not trust him. First, everything he said is a lie, and these lies, he aimed with these lies to calm down the people. So he wanted to transfer to the people some impression like, be cool, I will be gone 1 year from now, chill out, don't make trouble, and I will be out of power 1 year from now. But that is a lie, and nobody trusts him. West is very deeply involved in protest in Serbia because West is a good part of the world, and West have the rule of law. The West have good standard. West is deeply involved because, you know, we saw some Hollywood movies. We saw how people live in the French, in UK, in Germany, and we see that this is better and that in Serbia is bad. So we make the choice that we want to live in that way. We don't want to live in the Vučić way. Aleksandar Vučić is a nationalist, and he always, from the beginning of his political career, he climbed on the political power through creating hate and animosity among nations. This is how he became the politician. So now his mind works like this, because he is in danger that he will lose power very quickly. He has, in despair, trying to shift public attention to something else. He tried to create a conflict among Bosniaks and Serbs on the south of Serbia. That didn't go well for him. Instead of that, Serbs and Bosniaks came together and in alliance against Vučić. Everything you see on the street now, all those people who allegedly support Vučić, they are not support Vučić, they are there because of the money. In the recent years, he created very wealthy, he created from hooligans and leaders of football fans, he created from them to be a very wealthy people. He gave them the contracts for public works. He provided them contracts of millions of euros, and now they are there to protect his rule because of the money. Others receive the money on the hand for every day that they are on the street. All of those hooligans and criminals. So now we don't see his supporters. We see his company that he is paying.